Hello and welcome to Triumph Vintage Pens. I'm Glenn Atkins. What I'd like to do in today's video is show you how to install a new diaphragm in a Vacumatic filler unit. Let's take a look. The tools that we're going to use in today's video to replace the Vacumatic diaphragm are some 100% pure pharmaceutical grade talc, some diaphragm lubricant, an X-Acto knife with the number 11 blade, and then on the very bottom is a pellet pusher, and then underneath all that is a green cutting mat. What we have here is a Parker 51 aerometric filler unit on top, and then a brand new uncut diaphragm on the bottom. One of the most important things that you need to do when you're installing a new diaphragm is to cut it to proper length. As you can see, this new one uncut is about 40 millimeters or so in length. The proper length for the 51 aerometrics, Marshall and Oldfield say no greater than 30 millimeters. You look at various places on the internet and you get opinions, ranging from 26 to 30. I like to cut mine right around 28 millimeters. This particular filler unit, when I took the pen apart, I tried to salvage the pellet cup, which is this little black piece right here on the end, and I probably could have made it work. I did spend some time doing some work on it, but it really didn't meet the quality standards that I like to see in my restoration, so I completely replaced the pellet cup. What you're going to want to do to cut the diaphragm is to take a number 11 X-Acto blade like this and get your diaphragm lined up on the cutting surface, and then, like I said, I like to cut mine to around 28 millimeters or so. You just kind of line it up right on the cutting surface like that. Put the knife all the way down, drag it straight across, and what you have is a diaphragm that's ready to be installed into the filler unit. I should mention here at this point that all the new diaphragms come with a pellet already installed in them. I don't know if you can see that or not, but there's a hard pellet in that diaphragm. The next thing that you're going to want to do is to take your pellet pusher and just dip it into your pharmaceutical grade talc to give it a little bit of lubrication on the outside. And then what you're going to want to do is to insert the pellet pusher into the diaphragm until it seats on the pellet, and pull it back with your fingers just a little bit to give it some tension like that, and make sure that the pellet pusher is not bound on the inside rubber part of the diaphragm, but that it's seated exactly on top of the pellet inside of the diaphragm. That's pellet pusher's got just a little indentation right on the end of it that fits perfectly on top of the pellet inside the diaphragm. So make sure that you've got it seated properly and that it's not bound up to anything on the inside but the pellet. And then what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to put just a little bit of lubrication on the outside of the diaphragm right around the pellet there. You could just literally spit on the thing, but I thought that was kind of gross for a YouTube video, so I'm going to use just a little bit of diaphragm lubricant and just lubricate the end of that thing up like so. And then what you do is you take your filler unit, and again, you've got just a little bit of backward pressure on the diaphragm with your fingers. Take your filler unit, line it up to the pellet cup like so, and just push it in, and it'll seat just like it should. Perfect, huh? Just give it a little gentle tug, make sure it's seated in there. But that looks fantastic. The next step after you've got the diaphragm seated in the pellet cup is to take the diaphragm and dunk the whole thing into your pharmaceutical grade talc, like so, and then take the other end of your pellet pusher and do the same thing, like so. And this pellet pusher, most of them are designed to go exactly on the inside of the diaphragm, like so. So you push it all the way in to where it almost hits the pellet. And then what you do, and this is a little fiddly, sometimes this goes really easy and sometimes it takes me forever. I don't know if I just don't have the right skill set or what, but you're going to roll this diaphragm back over the top of itself, which of course, since I'm making a video, it's becoming even more fiddly. But what you want to do is you want to roll this diaphragm back over the top of itself. I warned you it was a little bit fiddly. And roll that diaphragm all the way back over the top of itself. Yeah, fiddly, no kidding, huh? I mean, sometimes I can do these things in 2 seconds, and sometimes it takes half an hour. Looks like it's going to give me a little bit of a fit, doesn't it? Yeah, not to worry. It's part of the experience, right? Oh, success. Finally. You want to make sure that when you roll the diaphragm back over itself, that you only come up to this lip on the filler unit right here. Don't go over the lip. Don't go over the lip like that, because what will happen is you'll put excess stress on the inside of the barrel when you try to seat that thing in there. So make sure when you roll the diaphragm back up over itself that you only go to the lip on the filler unit, like so. And then what you have is a perfectly installed diaphragm on a Parker 51 aerometric filler unit. Pretty cool, huh? Alright, so there you have it. A freshly installed diaphragm on a Parker 51 Vacumatic filler unit. Appreciate you watching the video today. If you like what you see, please subscribe to the channel. Hit the like button. Put your comments down in the comments section. It's important for me to know what's on your mind, what you're thinking, how you like the videos, how I can improve on them, especially. So once again, thanks for watching Triumph Vintage Pens. My name is Glenn Atkins, and I will talk to you guys soon.